muscle test though?
Extension.
Yeah, have her extend. And for QL, relax. We're gonna have her lift her left leg to make the right one activate, and then opposite. So, right here. And relax. Awesome. So, what I would like to do, but Sage mentioned another good one, is have you guys identify every spinous process. So we know at C7, or at the shoulder line, it would be C7. Down below, I have T1, T2.
Judgment Day.
1, 2. Ooh, nice. T3. T4. Seven's going to line up approximately with the inferior angle of the scapula.
7, you said?
Yes.
C7.
T7.
T7.
T7 shoulders, T7 inferior angle. 8. Ooh, that's going to make it look like she has a curve. It's going to be an approximation. Yeah, there's my T12. So I find the last rib and I kind of follow it up and it penetrates right there. Penetrates? Attaches. So that means lumbar 1 through 5 are right in there. So here's first lumbar. So again, just an approximation, but we can follow, and her spine is pretty straight. We don't see any lateral curvature. That's the one that I went off to. So, Sage brought up a good point. I never had a gym teacher do this, but have your student or your partner bend over, and then you can see any curvature there may or may not have.
I remember that at school.
Ours near our school.
You're never gonna line up for that.
We never had to do that.
Can you
We don't
see
do
it with
the
a
scoliosis
shirt?
test.
Yeah,
Are you
I'd have
feeling
a
it?
tight shirt?
They'd always make us pull it up and then they'd like bend over and do that. I remember.
Yeah? I never played sports. I'm from Georgia. We did tick checks. So, I'm fine with either or. This one clearly takes a little bit longer to navigate. But you can also see it when you run down the lamina groove, your thumbs, they take a curve. But Trinity's spine is pretty straight. I see no lateral curvature. Looks good. All right, first step then is gonna be myofascial release. I'm gonna do pin and post, focusing on the low back, that thoracolumbar fascia. And I can hold this up to 20 seconds. If you don't want to do a lunge, you can do a squat. I'm gonna reach across and crisscross. And remember, this pressure is being applied parallel to the body, not perpendicular. This isn't a downward force. This is kind of across, like I'm opening a glass door. I would not be reaching across normally. You'd walk around to the other side of the table for this one, but flat palm torquing. incorporating the fingers onto that sacrum. If you're able to skin roll, let me know if it's too pinchy, okay? Might be kind of difficult. Take it all the way up. Good girl. You can do pin and post along the whole thing. Take it cross body even further. Sacral decompression. I'm going to pull on your hair. If you're unable to pull your client's hair, instead of like grabbing and pulling, you can kind of just pull on the tissue this way. Is this comfortable? You can see she's kind of already turning a little pink on this right side. I haven't really done much on the left side, short of just reaching across. Myofascial release, that is also a treatment. Can't do it on everybody, but I can on Trinity. Pincer compression. I can just grab onto her erectors right here. Just hanging out. Pinch that way. Sometimes you can get QL. Do you have any low back pain?
Yeah.
Kind of bound up here. You can see I can't really, what I'm picking up is like skin. Not really able to do a proper skin roll. Can't really pincer her QL. I can go in and compress it, but that's treatment and I'm not quite there yet. I want to soften up this fascia more. So little pin and posts, my fingers. Someone comes to you for a 2-hour and they want a lot of extra on their back, start this with just myofascial, just go to town. They're like, I just want full body, I want to relax, a little extra on my back, you know? Great, myofascial. This is almost frictioning as well because I'm pulling the tissue away from the spine. Pulling away from the ilium and the sacrum. When we get into cupping, I am a huge fan of cupping the low back and the sacrum. Just parking a bunch there and then working up here. Makes my job a lot easier. So for demo purposes, I'm just going to really be focusing on this right side. And again, it's an abbreviated treatment for demo. So who's your partner today?
Bethany.
Treat the left, and you can just have barrage on the right. Because I'm going to try and like keep my lube on this side to not affect your treatment. But this is one where you're absolutely going to do a bilateral treatment. I've been working for 6 minutes already. It's kind of like a pin and post stretch. Wow. Look at that. Look at that pink. Can you give me a small scoop?
Good? More.
Yeah. that was perfect. Ready for the easiest treatment of your life? It's just up and down and up and down the spine. My focus is this lamina groove, this lamina area. So from the spine over. The exception being iliocostalis, which runs under that scapula. Forearms, fists, palm. If you do fingers, stabilize with your opposite hand. Treat what you find. I found some stuff. Nice deep breath in and out. High five. Does the pressure come from? Oh, you like a lot of pressure, don't you? You can do broad compression just like of the traps. I can lay my whole forearm right here and just go nuts.
Tori, I know we're not doing it, but since you're right there, how would you use the forearm on the scapula?
On the scapula?
Or would you not?
Not usually.
Underneath it, just up and around.
Yeah, just around it. I can put an elbow on it. Keep going up and down, softening, softening. And we're going to target our QL. Ribs, pelvis, little rectangle. So, as we noticed earlier, we found that edge. I can do some targeted effleurage. Bumping up to the rib. Nice deep breath. That was my thumb. Let's say you don't want to use your thumb because it's owie. You can use your elbow, but check with your partner first. Elbow on. Be very mindful that it attaches to a floating rib. Nice deep breath in. You good? Trigger points in the QL develop along attachment sites. And this is one muscle that has more surface area that are attachment sites than is not. So it's bound to the bones, to the body, by the spine, the iliac crest, which is the broadest attachment, and that 12th rib. There's only this one free section. The rest is kind of, you know.
That you can treat? Or
Just
cannot?
the main
that's what
trigger
we do.
points develop all around. You can treat it all.
Okay.
If I want to treat this free border, I'm just going to come in and I'm pushing that way.
It's just the surface of the borders of the muscle. They're all pretty much attached to a structure.
And, okay.
What he said. He said it a lot better. He said it in less than 10 minutes. I'm taking that to heart.
So are you always going in this direction?